During our final inspection, I noticed that the property was not cleaned properly by the tenant Mary before she vacated the property. Even considering reasonable wear and tear, the condition of the property at the end of the tenancy is not acceptable and significantly worse than its condition at the start of the tenancy. We used the RDA Form 1A entry condition report as a reference. In particular, the kitchen and bathroom, laundry were left in a terrible state. There is also rubbish left in the backyard that now has to be paid to be removed. We also took clear photos during our final inspections of the backyard and also the kitchen, the main bathroom and laundry as our reference. I have obtained a quote of $500 of bond cleaning and a quote of $400 for the rubbish removal. We intended to claim a total of $900 from the rental bond. However, the tenant did not attend the final inspection and is disputing the need for further cleaning and rubbish removal. She claims that she did not leave any rubbish in the backyard and she had spent hours cleaning improperly before she vacated. We tried to discuss the matter with the tenant to negotiate a solution. We have offered the tenant an opportunity to clean the property and remove the rubbish by herself, which is much easier, and she can save some money. But unfortunately, the tenant thinks that the property was clean and she did not leave any rubbish behind, so we have no option. We have to apply the RTA for a dispute resolution hearing. What evidence we can produce to support our claims? We have the photos of the RTA Form A1 entry condition report. We also added some photos from the last inspection, and we also have the quote, the $500 quote for the bond cleaning and $400 quote for the rubbish, to remove the rubbish in the backyard. Have we provided this evidence to the tenant? Yes, definitely. We provided this evidence to the tenant, but unfortunately, that's not accepted by the tenant, as they believe they are not responsible for doing some additional cleaning, and they believe there were no rubbish in backyard. We don't think there's a possibility that someone else entered the property afterwards. The property manager started the final inspection at 3 p.m., which is like half an hour after we received the notification from the tenant. It is very unlikely to have someone else to enter the property in like 30 minutes period. We have tried some steps. The property manager has given the tenant a call at the afternoon after the final inspection day to notify her with the matter. We also sent the tenant an email to list what actions she needs to take, attached with the entry condition report and also the photos we took during the final inspection. Unfortunately, the tenant was not agreed to fix the problem by herself, which could be easier and cheaper. So we got a couple of quotes to do the cleaning and removal of the rubbish at the backyard. Do we have any questions? Yes. I have a couple of questions to clarify. To the tenant, have you ever been given access to other people to your property after you left the property at the final inspection day? And another question is, are you willing to go back to get the problem sorted before we book in the contractors, as we really want to save some money for you and get the problem sorted internally? The landlord is currently seeking to get the property cleaned at the same condition as the tenancy started. In addition, they would like to get rubbish in the backyard to be removed. The alternative outcome is like the landlord could agree for the tenant to clean the property and remove the rubbish by herself if they are willing to get back today. The landlord, they are a very nice couple. They also want to save some money for the tenant, as we all know lots of people are financially struggling at this moment. How do we feel about the outcome? We feel a little bit disappointing as we tried many times to sort out this internally, which could save the tenants some money and save both sides time. How would we dispute to be resolved? We want to get the best outcome for our client, which is to get the tenant to accept the quote. The $500 for the bound cleaning and the quote of $400 for the rubbish removal. However, we will still accept if the tenant can get the problem sorted by herself, like today, if she can come back today.